Today's lesson is on surface area, and we're going to be going through prisms and cylinders. Okay, so let's talk about the lateral area, are the faces that are not the bases. So it's everything else but the base. So the total surface area are all the faces. So a real world of lateral area would be wallpaper and paint, because we're usually painting the walls, but not the ceiling and the floor. But a total surface area example would be wrapping a gift. So we would wrap all the faces. All right, so let's start out with, I want to find the lateral area and the total surface area. So a lot of times we abbreviate lateral area as LA and total surface area as SA. So I want to start with, I want to identify what my 3D shape is. So looking at this, I know I have a prism. Next, I want to shade, name, and redraw the two-dimensional base. On this particular example, I'm going to choose the top and the bottom as the base. So I'm going to redraw that here. And the dimensions of this base are 9 feet by 7 feet. Okay, so I'm going to shade, name, so this is a rectangle, and redraw the base. Okay, so to find the perimeter, next I want to select the formula. So we're going to go to our foldable here. And for a rectangular prism, the total surface area is going to be perimeter times height. So here's the bases. I'm going to use the bases, the top and the bottom. So the height is from base to base. Okay, so I need to find the perimeter, which is the distance around the base times the height. And the total surface area is P times H, perimeter times the height, plus 2 times B, where B is the area of the base, and I have a rectangle, so the area of a rectangle. So these are the two formulas I'm going to use. Okay, so I need the perimeter. So the perimeter of the base is 2 times 9 plus 2 times 7, which is 32, and I also need B. Oh, so here, let's write the equations. I meant to write that. So my lateral area, is P times H, perimeter times the height, and it's also asking me to find the total surface area, which is P times H plus 2 times B, which is area of the base. Okay, so the area of the base is 9 times 7, which is 63. Okay, so I'm going to start substituting into my equation here. So I just calculated the perimeter, so I'm going to substitute that in here. So that's going to be 32. And my height from base to base is 14. So 32 times 14, my lateral area is 448 feet squared. Okay, my surface area is now P times H. So I just calculated that. So P times H I can substitute here, or I can rewrite it as the 32 times 14 plus 2 times 63 is the area of the base, or my B value. So my surface area, my total surface area is 574 feet squared. There we go. So I'm going to start by naming my 3D solid. I'm going to shade, name, and redraw the base. Go collect my formulas that I need, and then if I need perimeter and area, I'll calculate those. Let's try a second one. Find the lateral area and the total surface area. So I'm going to look at this. Again, this is a prism. I'm going to shade, name, and redraw the two-dimensional base. So my base has to be the top and the bottom here. Okay, so here's my base. And this is 9 and 12. So my base is a triangle. So I'm looking for my lateral area and my total surface area. So this is a triangular prism. So what is the formula for a triangular prism? So triangular prism, the lateral area is P times H, and the total surface area is P times H plus 2B. Okay, so for all prisms, it's the same formula. So I just need to recognize what is my base, and the height is always from base to base. Okay. So my lateral area is going to be P times H, where P is the perimeter and H is the height from base to base. And my total surface area is P times H plus 2B. All right, so I need to calculate the perimeter. So perimeter is the distance around. I have a right triangle, so I need to calculate the hypotenuse here. So this is going to be 9 squared plus 12 squared, which is 15. So my perimeter is going to be 9 plus 12 plus 15, which is 36. I also need to calculate the area of the base. So the area of the base, so the area of a triangle is 1/2. Base is 9, height is 12, which is 54. So now I'm going to start substituting in. So my lateral area is P, which is 36. My height from base to base is 11. So my lateral area is 396 units squared. Okay, my total surface area. So I'm going to substitute in. This is going to be 36 times 11 plus 2 times 54, which is my total surface area then is 504 units squared. So when they don't give me the units, I just say units for the general value. Okay, let's try one more. This one I'm going to let you do, and I'm going to have you talk me through it. Okay, so I want to find the lateral area and the total surface area. So I'm going to start by naming my shape. Again, we have a prism. So I can take the top and the bottom, the left and the right, or the front and the back. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to pick the top and the bottom again. So I'm going to redraw this. This is a rectangle. So this is 4 and 5. So I am solving for the lateral area and the total surface area. So for a rectangular prism, the formulas are lateral area, 36 centimeters squared, and my total surface area, oops, I don't know, I gotta tell you what the formula is, not the answer. P times H, and my total surface area is P times H plus 2B. So I'm calculating the perimeter and the area of the base. So the perimeter is going to be 2 times 4 plus 2 times 5, which is 18. And the area of the base is 4 times 5, which is 20. So I'm going to start substituting in. So my perimeter is 18. The height from base to base is 2. So 18 times 2 is 36 centimeters squared. And my total surface area is 18 times 2 plus 2 times 20. So my total surface area is going to be 76 centimeters squared. All right, what do I have for a shape? So I want to start by identifying what 3D shape I have, or solid. This time I have what I'm calling as a cylinder. So my base is a circle. So, and with a circle, I want to know what the radius is. So the diameter is 16, so the radius is 8. So the formula for a cylinder is different than a formula for a prism. So my lateral area is 2 pi r times h, and surface area is 2 pi r times h plus 2 pi r squared, where h is the distance from base to base. So the height is the same reference from base to base. Okay, so the two formulas. So I'm looking for lateral area and total surface area. So we said lateral area is 2 pi RH, and surface area is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. So I'm going to start substituting in 2 pi, my radius is 8, and my height is 10. That's from base to base. So first I'm going to write my answer that's exactly, and I call that in terms of pi. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 8 times 10. So my lateral area exactly is going to be 160 pi inches squared. And then I am going to approximate it or round it, which is going to be 502.7 inches squared when I multiply pi out. Okay, to find my total surface area, I am going to, this is the lateral area here, right? So I'm going to bring the lateral area here, which is 160 pi plus 2 pi and 8 squared. I did not need to find the perimeter or area of the base because these are separate formulas, so you don't have to worry about that. There is no perimeter for a circle. It's called circumference. And area of the base is kind of already in here as pi r squared, and I have 2 bases. So this is where 2 times b comes in. So it's really embedded in here. Okay, so again, I am going to write this in terms of pi exactly. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 8 squared and add that to 160 pi. So exactly, I get 288 pi inches squared. And rounding out pi, I get 904.8 inches squared. That's it.